Today for the Bitcoin price, I will be telling you why we might see a Bitcoin dump before we are seeing the big pump. This video is a huge warning for all altcoin holders out there. If you are holding any altcoins, you do not want to be missing out what I have to show you today. But also we will have a look at Bitcoin because as you remember yesterday I called a breakout here with this symmetrical triangle. Bitcoin actually broke out, but it was a fake out. If you watched yesterday's video, you know our requirements for a legit breakout. It is not only the confirmation of the breakout, it is also volume coming in. And this is where I got the alert signal. This was a fake out, but I have good news for you. A new pattern for Bitcoin is unfolding right now, and I will be telling you exactly what is the most likely scenario for Bitcoin right now. But the most important takeaway of that video is that with this new pattern for Bitcoin unfolding right now, there is one specific textbook price target you for sure do not want to be missing out on. So make sure you watch this video all the way through. You sit down, you scroll down, you smash up the like button for that video to at least 3,000-4,000 likes. Look at our previous likes, guys. You are the best crypto family in the world. Thank you so much for your support. Also press the subscription button, press the bell, press on all. And with that being said, welcome crypto fans and welcome back to MMCrypto. My name is Chris and as always we are really pumped to go straight into the content. Okay guys, and as always we are starting here on the hourly candles for the Bitcoin price. And before we are going to this huge altcoin warning, if you hold any altcoins, you do not want to miss out what I will be telling you in this video. Before we are doing that, I want to be focusing here on the Bitcoin price because something extremely interesting is evolving for Bitcoin, and I will be sharing exactly with you what I am expecting for Bitcoin right now. If you watched yesterday's video, this video here specifically, I was talking about these orange line. Yesterday they were white, and I was talking about Bitcoin being trapped in this symmetrical triangle and that a breakout could lead us into a very nice trade. But I will be also telling you why, if you are following our channel, you did not trade this breakout. So what I usually always say, if Bitcoin breaks out of these patterns, we don't only need the confirmation of the breakout, we also need significant volume coming in, backing up this breakout. And as you can see, we were not breaking these volume candles. We usually need a volume candle which is higher than all the volume candles from these, within this pattern. And we didn't quite get that right here. So this was a false breakout. I myself, I'm still in my trade, but I did not open a new trade here since this breakout, it seemed a little bit suspicious for me. So what we can see right now evolving, and let me diminish these symmetrical triangle trend lines here. It seems like we are in this kind of a bull flag right now, and this is even a better news. Even though a bull flag is more likely to break out towards the upside if it is trending down here, heavily tilted down. But of course, guys, I do want you to be prepared in case we are breaking down here. But this is what I want you to take away from that for sure. Sometimes Bitcoin tends to surprise you, and even though this is a bull flag, sometimes Bitcoin breaks down in those, has a fake breakout, and then goes into the parabolic bull run. So please consider this as one possible scenario right now. Nevertheless, this is also some kind of a bull flag, which is here bouncing between support and resistance, and we have declining volume. So this is very nice so far. And of course, we can trade this one here as well towards the upside and towards the downside, but only, and this is very important once again, in case we are breaking down, confirming the breakdown, or what is more likely in that case, since it is a bull flag, we are going here bullishly into it. If we are breaking out, confirming the breakout, and also getting significant volume in that exact moment. In this case, I would be going into that trade, trading the breakout towards the upside. If we are going towards the downside, well, my stop loss on my Femex trade, which is right now at $35,000 in a profit, would be triggered, but I would not be trading that towards the downside. And just to show you here, my favorite guy when it comes to pattern, you know I love to trade patterns, and if you are following our channel, you saw the very nice track record here trading wise in my trading history. trading these patterns is a very nice thing. And you can see usually the highest performance you are getting when these bull flags are tilting to the downside. But still, these bull flags can be, as you can see it here, this is a flag tilt, a half staff. This is what we usually want to see. But a flag tilt can also break out towards the upside. It is also more than 50% likelier to break out towards the upside. So this is actually exactly what we are waiting for right now and what we are hoping for right now if we are a Bitcoin bull. And if you're following this channel, most probably you are. But I wanted to show you something very interesting. Going here onto the daily candles, before we are going to that huge altcoin warning, please guys do not miss out on that. Let me go back here to the last parabolic bull run we actually experienced all the way back in 2015 after the April pump. If we were to go in here, this here is of course not a bull flag. It is way too long for a bull flag. But you can see we had, after this initial pump, bullish consolidation which was upward sloping and still a breakout towards the upside. The same thing here, and this could be considered a bull flag. We went bullish into it, bouncing between support and resistance. We had a fake out, but eventually we broke out towards the upside. So what the bottom line of this is, I want you to be prepared for everything. My holding portfolio sits on a cold storage. I am riding it all the way up towards the upside. 50% of my cold storage I will never sell, not even at $1 million per Bitcoin, because this is the reason why I'm here. I don't want to maximize my US dollar. I want to maximize my purchasing power. However, on the trading side, I am still in my trade and I am trading that, here the breakout towards the upside or the downside, but only if my few requirements are going to be hit. And the reason why this trading history I was showing you here recently on my Phoenix account is so successful is because I only go into a very few trades. I only trade Bitcoin breakouts and I only trade patterns for Bitcoin when I can say with a high degree of certainty this is going to be successful. So we need a clear pattern, we need a clean pattern, we need a high volume confirming the breakout, and we also need a touch point here usually to have a very clean, nice breakout where I can say with a high degree of certainty this will be successful. So guys, everyone who traded here this fake out basically towards the upside on this fake symmetrical triangle yesterday is neither in a profit nor in a loss. You might reconsider your strategy right now, but I'm right now waiting here for this flag to break out or break down. Also, as promised here in the introduction, I want to show you the measured move price target, because the biggest thing, since this is most probably not a symmetrical triangle, if in case Bitcoin were to break out to the upside, which is the more likely scenario, in this case, our measured move price target is to be calculated differently here. We have to take it approximately like this from the bottom to the high of the flag. And in this case, I mean, of course, the likelihood is not the highest here, but still, this is a bull flag. In case we are breaking out, this would put us all the way up here to the $13,300 price level. If I were to go here on the weekly candles, you can see that would be actually in alignment if I were to put a horizontal line here and I auto-scale this with the previous high we had here in July 2019. Let me know in the comment section down below if you think that this is a likely scenario. I certainly think once Bitcoin goes onto these parabolic bull runs, this is a likely scenario. Also guys, as a quick reminder, if you also want to trade Bitcoin here on leverage, whether it is to the upside or to the downside, only do it if you are an experienced trader. But if you are, we always have the best deals in our pinned comment here from trusted exchanges. This one here, AAX.com, is actually a very good one. We already screened it. We're actually very grateful that we found them as a sponsor of our channel. And in the pinned comment, on top of the pinned comment section, you actually find the sign up link. If you click this specific sign up link, you don't only get 10% of trading, but you also get redirected here, and you can see you get up to $55 worth of BTC here additionally here on your account, and you can trade for that completely for free. You have futures, Bitcoin settled, US dollar tethered, settled, OTC trading, and much more. Many features actually other exchanges don't have. So if you are trading already on other exchanges, you might as well give this a shot as well and see if you like it. Another reason why I'm talking about that today here is of course their update here, and they just introduced stop losses and to take profit. And of course this is a very important requirement here for us trading, because when we are trading breakouts towards the upside, upside towards the downside. It's very important to set these ones up. If you don't feel comfortable with the possibility of being liquidated, of course, this is very, very important. They just updated this here on their platform. And of course, I am using for the vast majority of my trades, not for all of them though, but I'm using for the vast majority of my trades, actually stop losses and take profits as well. So if you click this link here in the pinned comment, you get redirected. You just press here sign up on the top right corner easily here. And if you press it, you can put in your email address and your password. And of course, also include the referral code. And yes, in this case, you will be redirected. You get your account, the 10% off and up to $55 completely for free. But this is it, guys. This is the reason for today's video. I know that many of our followers are heavily exposed into altcoins, and I do want to put out a huge warning for all altcoin holders right now. Well, am I holding altcoins? Yes, but I am holding, excluding Ethereum, less than 10% in altcoins, and this is only a trading portfolio. The moment when I will be going into altcoins, investing into altcoins and holding it for a few months, this will be the moment when Bitcoin reaches the new all-time high. And remember what happened the last time in February 2017. Look at this, the 27th of February 2017. Go to your Tradingview and check it out yourself. This was the exact day Bitcoin breached the old all-time high. And this usually is the time when the mainstream media starts covering altcoins. And this was the time the Bitcoin dominance fell off a cliff here. I am speculating on something similar to happen in the future. I think the huge altcoin mania is actually only going to happen when Bitcoin breaches the new all-time high of $19,700. This usually is the moment when altcoins get a huge exposure in Bitcoin. And this is what I am waiting for right now. But of course, altcoins are looking strong for the last few months. And the reason for that is that ever since we set in this trend line here in January 2018, the end of the altcoin season, Bitcoin was going on a huge momentum shift here towards the upside. Actually, the Bitcoin dominance going from 35% all the way up here to a high of 73%. And what we covered here before on our channel is once we broke this down here, well, the likelihood of altcoins gaining momentum significantly increased. However, one thing has to hold here for me to say the altcoin season will have to wait for a little bit longer. And this is this support box here on the Bitcoin dominance chart, because you can see here we had multiple occasions where we actually tested it. Right here it was resistance, right here it was resistance, right there, and then of course we had support coming in January 2019, and right now support coming in once again. So as long as Bitcoin holds the 61% dominance, I cannot say that we are going into this huge mania altcoin season. Yes, we made some significant altcoin gains. This is the reason why I have a small altcoin portfolio only for trading purposes, but I will be going into altcoins, balls deep, when you want to say it like that, only if we are breaching this and also if Bitcoin breaches the new all-time high. And the reason why I am putting out this warning is this, guys. If you just type in 100 minus BTC.D, which is the altcoin cap, and then divided by BTC.D, which is the Bitcoin cap, you get the ratio between the altcoin market capitalization and the Bitcoin market capitalization. So look at this. This is what you get from that. And if I were to pull out the RSI and I were to go to the weekly, then you can see we are in overextended territory. Of course, this can go further, but my warning is especially here, addressed to all the people who have a huge exposure into altcoins. I mean, I'm less than 10% right now. Can you afford Bitcoin going to the next parabolic bull run and people foaming from altcoins into Bitcoin? Can you afford that by holding like 20, 30, 40% of your portfolio in altcoins? Something else I wanted to make you aware of course, I'm not against altcoin. I am holding altcoins. I am planning to hold more altcoins in the future. I just wanted to tell you, when Bitcoin goes on these parabolic runs, more gains in Bitcoin are to be made, usually in historical perspective, than in altcoins. But of course, looking here at DeFi pools, you can see that the fundamentals of DeFi, of altcoins, are actually going parabolic right now. So of course, you are taking a risk not being exposed into the altcoin altcoin section, I just wanted to tell you, if your exposure is too high, then you might be missing out on some gains when Bitcoin runs towards the new all-time high. Please remember this chart, guys. I have shown it on our channel multiple times here already. This is the altcoin cap divided by the Bitcoin cap. And now let me go back here to the Bitcoin US dollar chart. And what I want to show you is every single time Bitcoin goes into these parabolic bull runs here, as you can see it right here, this usually is the moment when altcoins take a breather. And by the way, guys, let me go back here to the Bitcoin cap, and you can see exactly here when everyone was FOMOing into altcoins a few days ago, I made a huge warning already for all altcoin holders. Let me show you this clip here from 5 days ago. And this is my cautious call right now. I want to put it out here. I could be wrong, but I actually think once Bitcoin breaches this downward sloping resistance, and once Bitcoin breaches also the 10,500 US dollar level, I think in case Bitcoin does that, we will see incredible daily gains because there is not much traffic going on here in the last 3 or 4 years. We will see probably incredible gains, and we will see people FOMOing from altcoins into Bitcoin, and we will see huge losses of altcoins, maybe not in US dollar terms, but in Bitcoin terms. Well, and look what happened exactly when Bitcoin broke out and went into this huge gains here and made like $1,000 gain in one day. This was the moment the Bitcoin dominance went back, and this was the moment when all the altcoins took a huge breather and were actually bleeding towards Bitcoin. This is the reason why I'm putting out the warning right now. Let me go back here to the 4-hourly candles on Bitcoin. I want to show you something. This is theory for Bitcoin. I'm here for a few years already, and I experienced that multiple times. Usually when Bitcoin goes sideways, just like the last 2 months, this is when altcoins can gain momentum if Bitcoin goes sideways after a rally. But whenever Bitcoin from this sideways consolidation goes into a parabolic bull run, this is the moment when altcoins are bleeding like crazy. And when we are in these bull flags, like we are in right now, this is the moment when altcoins gain back momentum, and this is what we saw during the last 2 or 3 days. But once Bitcoin breaks out and goes into the next bull run, this will let the altcoins bleed like crazy once again. This is almost a 100% certainty, not 100% certainty, but almost. And I just wanted to make sure, if you are heavily exposed into altcoins, please guys, make sure that you're aware of this scenario. And if Bitcoin breaks down, altcoins will bleed with a very high degree of certainty. If Bitcoin breaks out and goes into a massive parabolic run, this is also the moment when altcoins bleed towards Bitcoin, not necessarily towards US dollar. Guys, if you appreciate these warnings, I just want to make sure that you are here when the Bitcoin moonshot comes, that you are here and that you are not losing all your Bitcoin. It would be the easiest for an influencer just to go out and say, this is the next 100x altcoin. But I want to make sure that you guys are here when the train leaves the station. If you appreciate that, scroll down and smash up the like button for that video. Another thing I just experienced, I mean, whatever you type in DeFi coin, look at this. We had a 4x increase in search volume here. You will see it on the 1st of August. This one spiking towards 100. This is the all-time high we ever had here for the search term DeFi altcoin. Even if you search only for DeFi, which is decentralized finance, right, which is actually representative for all the altcoins right now because everyone is looking out for that. You can see also this one reaching a new all-time high. Of course, this can continue further, and I continue to trade altcoins against Bitcoin here, but I am prepared whenever Bitcoin breaks out. I know that altcoins will take a breather, that altcoins will be bleeding towards Bitcoin. And also guys, huge shout out to everyone. Look at all these comments. I mean, I'm blown away. I love it to go into the comment section. I am reading every single comment of yours, even though I'm only answering 20-30% of them. I am reading everyone. So thank you so much for that, guys. It is really appreciated and it is not going unnoticed. And with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Press the subscription box right here and also press the Bible tutorial if you haven't watched it already. And with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. And as always, guys, bye-bye.